Hello everyone, this is Hodora and we are back with Gakumas Idol Master. We just got a new update today with a new story event featuring Mao and Kotone. Of course, you want to get like our way, right? You want to get at least 200,000 or actually 201,000 sorry, 210,000 for the support card if you want. In my opinion, the support card is not that good, right? We have hangout event bonus at the end of audition exam. So this support card will give you at most like, this is 34, this is what, 40 something. So not a lot, not even 100, even with the past active one. So it's not a good support card. If you don't want to farm for it, that's fine. Just get 200,000 for the casual clothes for Mao, right? And before that, we also have one for Kotone at 150. So in order to get this, nothing much. Like usual, you're just gonna do any of your run and you're gonna get a score equal to the end rating score of yours multiplied by the bonus. If you get to use either Kotone or Mao, it's gonna be 20 bonus point. At maximum limit break gonna be 30. If you are lucky or if you want to roll for Superlative Misuzu, then that's gonna be 50. As max limit break gonna be 100, right? So that is all for this event. I highly recommend you to at least do it. I can't assume you're gonna did like 10 run to get all of the event point, event reward, and then you should have enough trading to do some of these too. And by spending money, not money, event token in this, you also gonna fulfill mission that gonna give you more gem, I think. No, maybe not. Anyway, that is all for this mission. So let's talk about our news banner. Again, Superlative Misuzu, this is a standard unit. So eventually, maybe in a year, this will be tradable. This will be put inside the standard banner. You can exchange this with a trade point. You can exchange this in the flower shop, right? If you go to shop here, exchange, visit a flower shop gonna have all of this. But that is not anytime soon. They just update the flower shop like the previous part when the CM Tsubame update. So it's gonna wait for a while, maybe half a year if they are kind, or longer than that. But yeah, this is Superlative Misuzu, her second single. So let's look at both SSR, support, and idol. Let's look at idol first. She is a logic idol. Her main archetype is impression, and you can see here. Her kit, in my opinion, look really good. Look really good. I don't know if it's gonna be good in practice or not. If you min-max or maybe plan around her build, maybe she is good in practice. But for now, let's look at her item first. Her item at the start of your turn, if your impression is 6 or higher, you gain 10 more impression stack. Get a debuff that basically reduce the amount of parameter you get by 60% for 2 turns. So it's gonna last for 3 turns. The current turn you proc this, and the next turn. Oh, actually this start proc at the start of the turn, so it's only gonna last 2 turns, not 3. So that is fine. Impression usually scale more in the late game anyway. This gonna proc quite early. And after this, you're gonna get a passive that the next 5 times you use motivation skill, right? If you use any motivation skill for 5 times, you're gonna get +1 motivation. Not motivation, sorry. Anytime you use any mental skill, I confused the M. Mental skill, you're gonna get +1 motivation for 5 times. If you lucky enough, or maybe you want her at limit break number 2. Nothing changed at all except that you get 3 more impressions. So she not worth getting a dupe at all unless you like Misuzu, right? And for her signature skill, this is the most powerful part of her kit. Her signature skill can be repeat. It's not one-time use, as you can see here. Can be repeat. When you use it, cost 4 stamina, not direct, so it can be blocked by shield. Get +1 card usage, and it's gonna block either of these 2 effects. If your motivation is 8 or lower, multiply your impression stack by 1.1. If your motivation is 9 or higher, you gain parameter equal to 250% of your impression. That is a lot, right? And remember, you have +1 card usage, so basically you use this card for free this turn. You can use another card after this. The thing you need to remember is that it's only multiplied if you have 8 or lower, right? And in order to get a good value out of multiplier, you need to have at least, I would say, 50 or more impression. It's gonna start stacking quite fast. 100 is amazing, and anything higher than that is absolutely broken. But can you keep your motivation below 8 while your impression above 100? Depend on your deck, right? Depend on what you build during your deck. You just need to pay more attention to not get too many cards that give you motivation, something like that. But when you get enough stack, right, maybe you want to change to like 250% parameter every time you use this, because at late game, maybe at 300 stack, assuming 300 stack of impression, 1.1 stack, that is just 30, compared to use this to gain more parameter instead, right? 250, that is much higher value. But can you swap between 8 to 9 or higher without any downside? We will see, right? This is what I was talking about. Her kit is good on paper, look really strong, but a little bit harder to use. If you learn how to use her deck effectively, maybe she's gonna be really strong. But one important thing is that we have a contest, right? And contest is not by hand, it's by AI. We need to also manipulate some kind of deck building to let AI either use one of these, right? I don't think AI is smart enough to swap these two for the situation. But yeah, that is all for her. If you like Misuzu, I recommend you to pull, because her kit is really strong. I feel like she's gonna be quite strong. But if you on a fence, I recommend you to skip. There is nothing wrong with skipping her because she is standard banner. And need a reminder, maybe we're gonna have a new unit banner, right? A duo between Sheena and Hero at the end of this month. So you can say this is a bait if you're not Misuzu P. If you are, then it's absolutely a bait. If you're not, then you can just skip this and hold your gem for whatever limited banner coming up next. Because if we look at the support card, right? Let's start with the SR version. It's vocal support card, logic only. The SR is quite alright. Give you a skill that basically remove one of the trouble card from your deck. I think either your deck or your discard pile. So you banish one of your trouble card. Give you 4 impression, 3 motivation. Really good, right? Really good for Hajime Regent. And just for Hajime Regent, it's not good for anything else right now. Actually, if you play around with the card that give trouble cards, this might be nice to have. But the passive is actually good if you play a unit that don't have primary or secondary on vocal, because it's mostly just passive skill. Not passive skill, passive bonus stat, right? Whenever you receive a gift, you get bonus stat on this one. This one, any SP bonus you do, if you have 20 or more cards in your deck, you're gonna get parameter. This is quite nice because even if it's off stat, off this, right, off type, off color, it's gonna proc anyway, so that's gonna be free 60. I assume you're gonna get 4 SP less than 60 with 20 or more, right? 60, 70, well, this gift, maybe 3 gift, 4 gift. So that is 100 already for the SR card, right? And last, this one is kind of hard to use because it gives you bonus when you have a skill card change. Not delete, not add, change, right? Transform one. That mostly if the scenario doesn't give this to you manually or natively, you need to get this from other support card. And that is the only option. But yeah, that is also another 48. So this is almost 200 stat increase just for vocal. Passively doesn't need to do any SP lesson, doesn't need to be your primary stat. So it's quite a nice one, but it's a SR and it's standard SR, so usually you're gonna get max limit break of this eventually, don't worry too much. And for her SSR, another vocal logic lock again, because of course it's a card, and the card basically caught you motivation, give you impression, give one card usage. Next turn you draw one more card, and if you have 6 or more motivation when you use this, right? Next turn you draw 2 cards instead. Oh sorry, you draw 2 cards this turn, right? It's the separate line, and you can see it's different icon. This one that have a clock, this one activate next turn. This one is class draw, but this one activate this turn on the condition that you have 6 or more motivation. Really good card actually, it's really good card. And the support passive is quite nice. We have SP lesson chance, we have skill card that are SSR, bonus obtain get more vocal, and impression skill get more vocal. It's quite nice. It have SP lesson chance. Sadly, it doesn't have SP lesson bonus, so it's not gonna be your primary support card that boosts your SP, your stat gain from SP lesson, right? But it have 2 passive gain from SSR card and good impression card. So if you do a lot of these, maybe 5 of these is already 30, that should be good enough. And impression, maybe you get 10, 15, that another 60, that's fine. So the card passive is alright, not like broken, not like 200 stat for free without anything to try to do at all, but it's good enough because the value from the support card is mostly just from the active skill. This skill is really good. So yeah, that is for the support card. And you can see, and of course this is standard, so it's gonna be put into the trading shop eventually, and you can also get spooked by this too in any banner after this too. So unless you are a fan of Misuzu, I don't think you're gonna roll for this at all. If you want to try, feel free, right? Nothing stopping you. The support card is looking alright. It's not like the mandatory, or it doesn't look broken to me. And another reminder that we're gonna have a limited unit banner at the end of the month. Anyway, that's all for me today. If you want to roll, good luck with your gacha. I hope you have a really good luck with your gacha. Have fun playing video game, and see you again next time. For now, bye bye.